He's here?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's in the room just practicing. So we're just gonna start the
So we'll
program.
start him by 8.
No, he's joking. No, I'm not joking. Really, hey, don't get me in trouble. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. Inshallah, Maulana, we'll start with some Quran, and then we'll have some salam and Marcia, and inshallah then we'll have the Maulana come recite his lecture. So loud salawat for Samako. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Inshallah, we'll start the program. I'm going to recite some ayat from Surah Al-Baqarah al-Mubarakah. Please recite loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم ومن الناس من يقول آمنا بالله وباليوم الآخر وما هم بمؤمنين يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون وإذا قيل لهم لا تفسدوا في الأرض قالوا إنما نحن مصلحون ألا إنهم هم المفسدون ولكن لا يشعرون وإذا قيل لهم آمنوا كما آمن الناس قالوا ونؤمن كما آمن السفهاء ألا إنهم هم السفهاء ولكن لا يعلمون وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلوا إلى شياطينهم قالوا إنا معكم إنما نحن مستهزئون الله يستهزئ بهم ويمدهم في طغيانهم يعمهون أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا فلما أضاءت ما حوله ذهب الله بنورهم وتركهم في ظلمات لا يبصرون صم بكم عمي فهم لا يرجعون أو كصيب من السماء فيه ظلمات ورعد وبرق يجعلون أصابعهم في آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت والله محيط بالكافرين يكاد البرق يخطف أبصارهم كلما أضاء لهم مشوا فيه وإذا أظلم عليهم قاموا ولو شاء الله لذهب بسمعهم وأبصارهم إن الله على كل شيء قدير يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا فأتوا بسورة من مثله وادعوا شهداءكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين صدق الله العلي العظيم
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Mu'mineen and Mu'minat, we know we're kind of behind schedule, but inshallah we're just going to have 2 recitations and inshallah then we'll have one come recite his lecture. The recitation is only going to be 3 to 5 minutes, but inshallah we'll be trying to get back into schedule. So with a loud salawat, I want to invite Brother Mansoor to please come recite something for us. Loud salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. نعرة صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
صلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
سلام خاک نشینوں پہ سوگواروں کا غریب دیتے ہیں پرسا تمہارے پیاروں کا سلام ان پہ جنہیں شرم کھائے جاتی ہے کھلے سروں پہ سیری کی خاک آتی ہے سلام اس پہ جو زحمت کش سلاسل ہے मुसीबतों में इमामत की पहली मंजिल है। सलाम भेजते हैं अपनी शाहजादी पर कि जिसको सौंप गए मरते वक्त घर सरवर। मुसाफिरत में जिसे बेबसी दिखलाई, निसार कर दिए बच्चे ना बच सका भाई। असीर होके जिसे शामियों के नरगे में हुसैनियत है सिखाना अली के लहजे में। सकीना बीबी तुम्हारे गुलाम हाजिर हैं, बुझे जो प्यास तो अश्कों के जाम हाजिर हैं। पहाड़ रात बड़ी देर है सवेरे में, कहाँ हो शाम गरीब। कहाँ हो शाम गरीबा के घुप अंधेरे में। जमीन गर्म यतीमी की सख्तियां भी वो सीना जिस पे के सोती थी अब कहाँ भी। ये हश्र ये सदमे नए नए भी कहाँ पे बैठी हो खैमे तो जल गए भी। जनाबे मादरे बेशीर को भी सबका सलाम। अजीब वक्त है क्या दें तसल्लियों का पयाम। अभी कलेजे में एक आग सी लगी होगी, अभी तो गोद की गर्मी ना कम हुई होगी। न इस तरह कोई खेती हरी भरी उजड़ी, तुम्हारी मांग भी उजड़ी है गोद भी उजड़ी। नहीं अंधेरे में कुछ सूझता कहाँ ढूंढूं,
तुम्हारा चांद कहाँ छुप गया कहाँ ढूंढे, नहीं लाइनों में इंसान कोई खुदा हाफिज, दरिंदे और ये बेवारिसी खुदा हाफिज, शरीको दुरूदो हक के सलाम पैगंबर, सलाम सैयदो लौलाक के लुटे घर पर, सलाम मोहसिने इस्लाम खस्ततन लाशो, सलाम तुम पर शहीदों के बेकफन लाशो, सलाम तुम पर रसूलो बतूल के प्यारो, सलाम महरे शहादत के गिर्द सैयारो, बचे जो अगले बरस हम हैं और ये गम फिर है, जो चल बसे तो ये अपना सलाम ना सलाम आखिर है।
अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद। जज़ाकल्लाह जज़ाकल्लाह।
I know we're behind the schedule by a lot, but as Uncle requested, he's just going to recite 1, 2 shit, and inshallah, he's going to call Maulana. Allah salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وجل فرجهم.
नारे सलावत।
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وجل فرجهم.
एक और साल बात कर सकते हैं.
अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व आलि
محمد وجل فرجهم.
आशूर का ढल जाना, सुगरा का वो मर जाना, आशूर का ढल जाना, सुगरा का वो मर जाना, अकबर तेरे सीने में, अकबर तेरे सीने बरछी का उतर जाना आशूर का ढल जाना ऐ खूने अली असगर ऐ खूने अली असगर मैदान क़यामत में ऐ खूने अली असगर मैदान क़यामत में शबीर के चेहरे पर कुछ और निखर जाना अकबर तेरे सीने में बरछी का उतर जाना आशूर का ढल जाना
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wajjal faraj.
I would like to ask Maulana, Abbas, please come aside. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wajjal faraj.
बर हबीब खुदा और खत्म अंबिया वासे बुलंद सलवात
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
एक इससे भी जाती हुई सलवात का सहारा दे जरूर
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ya Ali.
नरे सलवात
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wajjal faraj.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين سيما بقية الله في الأرضين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين صلوا على محمد وآل محمد
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
أما بعد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله إن الحسين مصباح الهدى وسفينة النجاة. Please say it aloud, salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wajjal faraj.
أعظم الله أجورنا وأجوركم بمصابنا بالحسين عليه السلام. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your azadari, all your mourning and grieving for Abu Abdullah. Like when we started, we said that we need to find out in reality who's Hussein. Who is Hussein? Maybe we do not have the right understanding of Hussein. And that's why we are not progressing. That's why we are unable to invite our Hussein. Who's our Hussein? Imam Zaman. He's our Hussein. He's waiting for our invitation. We are not inviting him. We don't even feel him. Why do we need Imam? Imam is Zaman. Yeah, sometime when there is like ISIS is on rise, someone is killing Shias, we says, Imam, please. When everything is peace, we says, all right, we got a job, got a good job, house, bills are paying. Imam, do I need you? Why do I need you? Okay. Why? Because we don't understand Hussein. Maybe we got satisfied with the lowest concept. We thought that Hussein is there only for Pursa. That's it. We do present our condolence to Hazrat Zahra Salamullah Alaiha, and we'll get in reward our hajat, get fulfilled, we'll get shifa, we will have dua get accepted. Guys, I mentioned this. You are dealing with Kareem ibn Kareem. Kareem ibn Kareem. I gave you this example so many times, not with one imam, two imams, with all imams. People, they have something, their hajat in their heart, they're coming to see imam and they forgot to ask the hajat. Imam, remember that, what's in your heart. When you're leaving, imam will say, bring him back, and here, that was in your heart. So imam is not there only to fulfill the hajat. Imam is there, like I mentioned this word. We need to find out when Prophet said that, even before the birth of Imam Hussein, Innal Hussein Misbahul Huda, Safinatul Najat. Imam is, what's the translation? Misbahul Huda, torch of guidance. Safinatul Najat, ark of salvation. Which ark? Is it like a poetry? Right? We said, all right, we as a Shia, we sit down and says, wah, mashallah. The other people says, I didn't get it. Why do I need ark of salvation? Why do I need torch for the guidance? Because the problem is our understanding of Hussein is not complete. And again, all of us, we are proud. All of us, we are proud, right? We talk about, look, Babul Ilm, right? How many Imam Bargas we have with the name of Babul Ilm? Ali is Babul Ilm. Prophet is Madinatul Ilm, right? But we run away from Ilm. We are not serious. If there is like any speaker, he will say, all right, let's go sit down and discuss, have a real discussion, and let's improve our ma'rifat. He says, Maulana, stop. That's a fear all the time. How? But what's the purpose? Why Imam? Like, okay, fine. Imam got shaheed. He was madroom. We are crying for him. Did we find out why he got killed? Did we stop that? When Imam is standing and says, Allah Tarauna, Imam openly says, Allah Tarauna anna al-haqqa la yu'malu bih, wa anna al-batala la yutanaha an. Don't you see? Which means people were not seeing it. Don't you see? Allah Tarauna, don't you see? Anna al-haqqa la yu'malu bih, that haqq has not been exercised. Annal batila la yutanaha an. No one is stopping from the batil. Which means they were not seeing it. Not seeing it. If people have understood who is Hussein, guaranteed Imam Sajjad may not have got shaheed. Guaranteed, if they have understood that why Imam got shaheed, Imams, they may have saved, people have came forward and have saved Imam Muhammad Baqir, Imam Jafar Sadiq, Imam Musa Kazim, Imam Rida, Imam Jawad, Imam Hadi. Imam Hassan Askari.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
But we didn't understand who's Hussein. Who is Hussein? Who is Hussein? And since we do not understand Hussein, we do not understand Quran. That's it. We do not understand Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing, and all of these verses are about Ahlul Bayt. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. He's addressing to us. We believe we are Aman. No one else is Aman. I have no shame to say that. We are the people that Allah is addressing to us. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. Oh, you believe in the wilayat of Amirul Mu'minin. You are the one. Istajibu lillahi wa li rasulih. When Rasul and Allah will call you, answer them. Lima yuhyikum. They will give you life. They give you life. Life? Am I not alive? Right now I have life. Which other life you gonna give me? We do not understand Quran. Why? Because we made this religion rituals. That's it. We know that in the majlis we have to do A, B, C, D, F, finished. That's our problem. And I'm not talking about you guys. It's like everywhere, all over the world. It's the same thing. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu istajibu lillahi wa li rasulih iza da'akum. When they call you, lima yuhyikum, they will give you hayat. What is this hayat? Let me ask for the children. What's the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life, guys? Look at that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you an example. All right? Look at this verse, and you need to answer. I'm looking for the young people, right? وَآيَةً لَهُمْ. And for them, there is a sign. There is a sign. What sign? Al-arzul maytatan. Ard mean land. Maytatan, dead land. Dead land. It's a sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ahyaynaha wa akhrajna minha habban. Allah made that land alive. Allah made that land alive. It was dead. Allah made it alive. And what's the sign of life? What's the sign of the life? Wa akhrajna minha habban. What is land? Inanimate. Bejan. Jamadat. Have no life. That's what the science says, right? Although we don't believe that part completely. But let's say, believe on science, right? That you said living being. Is the land considered, they can consider as a living being? No. This is living beings are like what? Plants, animals, humans, right? At least in this world. They're not talking about genie, they're not talking about angels, right? The science is talking about, all right, plants, animal, and human. They're all a living being. They're the living being, right? That's why they, in biology, they're going to discuss this. They're not going to discuss land, right? Now look that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, from his ayat, from his sign. Wa ayatul lahum al-ard al-mayta, dead earth. فَأَحْيَيْنَاهَا. We made that earth alive. Made it alive. وَأَخْرَجْنَا مِنْهَا حَبًّا. And Allah will take out grain out of it. What's the sign of life? What's the sign of the life, guys? That grain. That's the sign of the land. Sign of the life of the land is this grass, right? That all this farming. Land is alive. Why? Land was inanimate. Jamadat. Allah did something, so it moved up to the next level of hayat. It came as vegetable life. It created vegetative life, right? And then, like I told you, then go up When the animal consume that, they appear as animal life. Then you go and serve to the human, they go and they consume in a higher life, in human life. In human, they have to serve to Ahlul Bayt, so they can go to the higher level of the life. And Ahlul Bayt, what they do, they serve to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why in our riwayat, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or Aimma alayhi salam, they talk about Amirul Mu'minin, says, Wajhullah, Anullah, Yadullah. Do you know the meaning of Wajhullah? Face of Allah. Wajhullah, face of Allah. Yadullah, hand of Allah. Anullah, eyes of Allah. Which means they sacrifice everything for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In return, they get the higher life, which is Anullah, Yadullah. And that's not, again, this is not something, when Amirul Mu'minin is taking the sword out, since his hand is Yadullah, no one can defeat him. Please recite a loud salawat. So look at that. So again, the purpose, again, now let's go back to this hadith. In al-Hussein, Misbahul Huda. He's a torch of the guidance. Safinatun Najat. Prophets come in this, prophet all the time, all the prophets come in this world to give you life and give you najat, save you. Look at that. Again, the same thing. But when I said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, or you believe, istajibu lillahi wa li rasule, answer to the call of Prophet Allah and Rasul, lima yuhyikum. They will make you alive. Which means we have something less, they will make us alive. Look, this word, other words. Please recite aloud, Salam. Please recite another loud Salam. So Allah gave one example of the land. Right? The land was dead. Then we made the land alive. وَأَخْرَجْنَا مِنْهَا حَبًّا, and we took the grain out of it. Right? Now Allah is talking about human. أَوَمَنْ كَانَ مَيْتًا أَوَمَنْ كَانَ مَيْتًا, if someone who was dead, فَأَحْيَيْنَاهُ, we made him alive. He made him alive. وَجَعَلْنَا لَهُ نُورًا, and then we gave him nur. Yamshi behi finnas, he's living with this, with the people, with this nur. Are we talking about like a dead people? No. Allah is talking about people like us. Let me ask you one thing before I will answer this, because I have less time, so I'm gonna finish. I'll try to give you a message. I will continue this tomorrow. What's the difference between people of Kufa and people of Karbala? What was the difference? Think. What was the difference? People of Kufa, didn't they invite Imam Hussein? Not all of them, but some of them they invited, right? What's the difference between people of Kufa versus people of Karbala? Karbala mean the people they came to help Imam Hussein, right? There are some people, 72 people, they came. At least 72 people came, right? There are different numbers, but at least 72 people came. Habib ibn Mazahir, Muslim bin Ausaja, Zuhair ibn Qain, they came and helped Imam, right? What's the difference between, there are three groups, okay? There are three groups. What's the difference between people of Kufa and people of Ashab Hussein? What's the difference, guys? All right, within Kufa, there were two categories. Like I told you, there are three categories altogether. Few of them, later on, they had repentance. And they repented. They called Tawabin, right? 4,000 of them. And they gave Shahada, right? They gave their Shahada. They had love. They had love for Hussein. So there are three people. right? Number one, the one people that have no love for Hussein. Other people, they had love. That's why when Hazrat Zainab, like I'm going to talk about it, when Hazrat Zainab came to Kufa, some people, they were crying. They were crying because they had love. They said, what did we do? Why didn't we help Hussein? And the proof is, within 4 years after Karbala, these people, they gathered and they fought with Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. Same Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad army. Like the same governor they were afraid of. They came 4,000, right? And fought and gave their shahada. All of them died. All of them died, right? There are other people. And then there are some people in Karbala. They gave their life with Imam Hussein. So there are 3 groups of people, right? Pay attention this way, right? 3 groups, right? What's the difference between them? They have different hayat. All right, let's pay attention. Please recite aloud, salawat. All right, because time is less, I have a pressure of time. I'm going to go real fast. I will explain this tomorrow in depth. Awaman kana. There's a comparison. Allah is saying, I'm skipping that part. Man kana maitan. Someone who was, like the actual translation is one who was dead. One who was dead. We made him and we gave him life. We gave him life. وَجَعَلْنَا لَهُ نُورًا, and we gave him and made for him light. Yamshi behi finnas. He is walking or is living with the people with that light. That's one kind of people. He got this hayat. And the other, third, so again, there are 3 people, right? One of them is mayyat, dead people. Dead people. Dead people, not dead. Okay? Let me explain this part. Right now, they were saying earlier, the first verse I recited, this is the land was dead. Land was dead. No, land was not dead. If you look from this side, this is from the hayat, it doesn't have numu, it doesn't have growth, that's why it's dead. Right? If you look for the plant from the animal side, from the animal's window, says, all right, they're not moving, they're low in the life cycle, right? So there are 3 categories for the humans also. One of them, few people, they are dead. Like Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, there are some people, they have their eyes, they cannot see with it. Lahum ayunun la yubsiruna biha. They have eyes, they cannot see it. They have adanun, they have ears, they cannot listen. They have heart, they cannot ponder. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about few peoples in this world, right? Surah Araf. Allah said there are people, they have eyes, they cannot see. They have eyes, they cannot see. They have ears, they cannot listen. They have heart, they cannot process. Then Allah said, Olaika kal anam. They're like cattle. Balhum adal. These people Allah is calling here dead. Why? The dead person is like dead body is there, right? Their physical eye is there, but they cannot see. Their ears are there, they cannot see. Some people, when they have no sha'ur, the life means sha'ur, knowledge, right? These people, Imam is saying, Allah tarauna, don't you see? Anna al-haqqa la yu'miru bih. No one is exercising haqq. Wallah, these people, they cannot see. They are like moving around. They don't see that injustice in the society. They don't see this injustice in the society. In reality, if they do not see, there is injustice all over, and they do not see injustice, they are like blind. In Quranic terminology, they are blind, right? If they cannot hear haqq, they are deaf, right? So there are 3 people. Because the time is short, I have to go real fast. That's why I'm going real fast. I will be here after this salat. If you have question, I will answer that. So and no one should leave if they have any question. All right. So there are 3 categories. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this one, let me just go real quick. In this one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that Awaman kana maitan fa ahyaynahu. If someone was mayyat, someone was dead, Allah made him alive. Look at that. What Imam is explaining this verse. An Ibrahim, and Ali bin Ibrahim from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. Please say it loud, salawat. Imam said, Man kana maitan fa Imam is explaining this verse. Imam is explaining. Without Imam, you cannot understand Quran. Right? Imam said, Man kana maitan fa ahyaynahu. Who was dead, we made him alive. Says, Qala, that person, jahilan, anil haq wal balaya. He was jahil. He was ignorant about the truth and about balaya. Fahadaynahu ilayha. We guided him towards wilayat of Amirul Mu'mineen, and we removed his ignorance. وَجَعَلْنَا لَهُ نُورًا. We gave him this nur. كَيَمْشِي بِهِ فِي النَّاسِ قَالَ النُّورُ الْبَلَايَا. The people, the first life you get, the people without wilayat of Amirul Mu'mineen, as such, they are not like. So remember that verse I says, Bahuwa Mu'min, that Mu'min will become the first life of life. That's called Hayat of Iman. You will get when you believe in the wilayat of Amirul Mu'mineen. Please say aloud, salawat. So all right, up to now, it's like a mayyat. People are walking, people eating, people talking, everything. But in Quranic terminology, that person is mayyat. Because he's like an animal. He's not reaching to humanity. The first time he will reach to humanity when he is going to accept the wilayat of Amirul Mu'mineen. Wilayat of Amirul Mu'mineen. Then he will get the first hayat. That hayat, remember that? فَلَنُحْيِيَنَّهُ, right? Hayatan tayyaba, right? Allah will give him first hayat, which will be hayat of imani. Let me add something here. And how many of you know that Ayatul Kursi? Raise your hand. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. What's the meaning of hayy? Allah is hayy, alive. What is the meaning of qayyum? Huh? Let me explain the qayyum. So you remember the qayyum all your life. Okay? Let's say if there is an infant, like a 8-month infant, cannot stand by himself. If I will stand him, I will hold him, he's standing, right? That's qayyum. I'm giving him qiyam. If I will leave him alone, he's gone, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only make you one time life, Allah is continuously giving some life. Like electricity, that electricity is continuously coming from the generating station and that light is there. If there is a disconnect from the generator, the light will be gone. Please recite a loud salawat. So Allah, when someone accepts the wilayat of Amirul Mu'mineen, the first hayat is coming that called hayat imani. Now Allah will call ya ayyuhal lazina amanu. Now you get hayat. You got hayat. Now, what's the next hayat? Remember that verse which I'm reciting for the last 10 days? Man amila salih. The reason I'm repeating it, so children will remember that verse, okay? Man amila salih. What's the meaning, guys? Whoever performed amale saleh, good deed. Min dhakarin aw untha, doesn't matter. It's male or female. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has no prejudice. Wahuwa mu'min. But that person need to have first step, first hayat, which means hayat imani. Then hayat imani, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give him the third hayat. فَلَنُحْيِيَنَّهُ hayatan tayyaba. Then we will give him hayat tayyaba. First there are three one. One is that person. Other is hayat imani. The third one is hayat tayyaba. The people of the Kufa, they have no love for Amirul Mu'mineen. They have no wilayat for Amirul Mu'mineen. They were like dead people. When the people of the Kufa, they have iman, they have love for Amirul Mu'mineen. They have this hayat imani, but they did not have hayat tayyaba. Why? Because they were not doing Amal Saleh. The people, they came near Imam Hussein. They had Hayat Tayyaba. Because Hayat Tayyaba, I'm connecting all of those things. Remember that Bani Israel, they're in wilderness for 40 years. Allah said, until you will enter the sujjadan with khudu, with the valley of khuda. You're not going to be saved, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Iblis, go do sajda. When you do humble in front of the wali, then you get Hayat Tayyaba. So the people in Karbala, the people who reached near Imam Hussein, and they were sacrificed themselves, because all of them, they were obedient near Imam. They have Hayat Tayyaba. They were able to reach Imam. The people in the Kufa, they had Iman on Amirul Mu'minin. They were unable to reach to Amirul Mu'minin, help Imam Hussein. They had Hayat Imani, and other people, they were Mayyat. They didn't have any Hayat Insani. All they have Hayat Haywani. They were like Haywan. They were eating, like sleeping. They were doing their other jobs like Haywan. They were Haywan. Like, again, if you remove Iman, what else left for the Haywan and Insan? Animal and human. What's the difference? Animal is eating. Human is eating. Animal is sleeping. Human is sleeping. Animal is reproducing. Human is reproducing. What's the difference? That's Hayate Haywani. Please recite a loud salam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ja'alna lahu noora. Allah will give the noor. Now you understand why Imam Hussein is called. Now who's Hussein? Misbahul Huda. He have that noor which will save your life. Imam is that. Inshallah, I didn't get a chance for the other highest, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Al adullukum, can I prove you for that najat? The Imam will talk about that tomorrow. Safinatun najat. Please recite a loud salam. That's Hayat Tayyaba. That's why you see the people with Imam Hussein. You see them. That's Zainab Salamullah alayha. It's not easy to bring Zainab here. Shahriyar, he has this beautiful Persian poetry. He says, Burdane Ahle Haram, Dastur Bood, was Sirri Ghaib. Burdane Ahle Haram, Dastur Bood, was Sirri Ghaib. It was an order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was a secret of Ghaib. Warna in Behurmatiyara, Kai Rawadarat Hussein. Is it possible that Hussein will bring haram? You know who's Zainab? You know who's Zainab? This one of them, Hamadani, he said that I was the neighbor of Ali for 7 years. Never saw Zainab. Zainab is such a bahaya. Never saw Zainab. Zainab? Imam Hussein is bringing Zainab in Karbala. This is what, like I said, Shahriyar said rightfully. Burdane Ahle Haram, Dastur Bood. It was an order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Was Sirri Ghaib. And was a secret of Ghaib. Warna in Behurmatiyara, Kai Harawadarad Hussein. Otherwise, disrespect, you know, Imam can afford, he cannot. He has Ghayyur. Marhum Haj Mullah Sultani, he was a Wa'iz, Roze Khan. He saw in his dream Imam Zaman. And he asked Imam, he says, Imam, when I read this verse, this stanza, this faraz in Ziyarat Nahiyya, فَلَأَنْدُبَنَّكَ صَبَاحًا وَمَسَاحًا وَلَأَبْكِيَنَّكَ عَلَيْكَ بَدَلَ الدَّمُ دَمَاءَ حَسْرَةً عَلَيْكَ, that I cry for you day and night, and I shed blood from my eyes. Imam Zaman is shedding blood. Which musibah was that? Which musibah that lets you cry, that you shed the blood? Was that the musibah of Aliun Akbar? Imam replied, no. If Ali Akbar was alive, he may have cried the same way I cried. Was that musibah of Aliun Asghar? He says, no. Was that musibah of Abul Fadl al-Abbas? He says, no. He says, what was that musibah? He says, musibah of Zainab, which made Hussein cry. And remember that Imam Hussein is in Gaudiya Qatlegah. He's in Gaudiya Qatlegah. He's drowned in his blood. He was alive for a long time. I don't want to say several hours, but long time. He was drowned in his blood. They didn't dare to come near Hussein. What the Shimar Maloon said, this is the time, we don't know if he's alive. No one dare. No one can fight with Hussein. Even at this time, no one can fight. No one can dare to come near him. They start going towards the Khayyam, to the tent. Their Imam, he stood up. He was Ghayyur. He says, Wailakum ya Shiyat Ali Abi Sufyan. In lam yakum dinun wa kuntum la takhafun al-ma'ad. Fakunu ahraran fi dunyakum hadihi. If you do not have a religion, you do not believe in Ma'ad, at least be a free man in this world. That was Zainab. Now today, the Lashkar of Umar Saad, ready to move towards Kufa. They brought the camel. Normally camels for the young people, you cannot sit on camel. It's not easy to sit on camel, right? For the ladies and the children, what they bring? Plankin. Camel litter, right? Which is soft. They brought the camels without plankin. They didn't bring it. Bear. They brought. And says, let's go. All these soldiers, they came forward. Zainab came like a lioness. He says, no one dare to touch the ladies. I'm here. She came forward. Now she is helping Farwa. She's helping Layla. She's let Ruqayya. Imam Sajjad is marid. He's sick. She's helping Fidda. Kulsum. One time, there were no one else left. Can help Zainab to write. She remembered that on the 2nd of Muharram when she came here, and she wanted to dismount from the camel. At that time, she remembered that. Ali and Akbar came forward. Abbas came forward. Qasim, brethren of Abbas, Hussein came forward. Today, there is no one. There is no one. She turned her face towards Najaf. Ya Aliyah. She turned her face towards Al-Qama. Abbas. My brother Abbas. Ali Akbar. Qasim. Ajrukum Allah. Finally, Imam Sajjad came and helped her riding the camel. Now these Mal'oon, they intentionally took the ladies from the Godi Qatlegah, near the Godi Qatlegah. When all these ladies, they saw their loved one, they threw themselves from the camels. As a Zainab, she have Rasan in her hand. She came near the Godi Qatlegah. And you know that now the body, Imam Hussein's body is trampled. They cut the head. They even cut the fingers to remove the rings from his. Now she came. She came the first time. She's coming near Godi Qatlegah. She says, where's my brother? And then she smells Hussein. Hussein is there. She says, Anta akhi. Are you my brother? Imam's body was like filled, have so many injuries, but they threw lots of arrows and spears and stones. She sat down near Imam with her tied hand. She was removing arrows. She was removing stone. When she removed everything, she put her hand underneath. She said, Allah wa taqabbal hadha al-qurban. Oh Allah, accept this qurban. Ajrukum Allah. Now the caravan is ready to go towards Kufa. They're going in a Kufa. Like the Kufa, the people they announce, first they announce their Khawarij, they're coming, Kharji are coming. People are gathered. Then later on, they realize, no, it's Hussein. Again, I will make it short because time is less. That caravan is passing by from the alleys. And like there are some ladies, they're sitting on the roof. कुछ ladiयां जो हैं, कुछ बच्चे, मैं let me say this in Urdu. कुछ खवातीन छतों पे चढ़ी हुई हैं, काफिला गुजर रहा है, बेकजावा ऊंटों पर बीबियां सवार हैं. एक दफा सकीना को प्यास लगती है. फूफी अम्मा पानी, प्यास लग रही है. ज़ैनब कहाँ से पानी लाएं? एक दफा एक खातून जो छत पे बैठी हैं वो सुन लेती हैं कि बच्ची को प्यास लगी है. दौड़ के जाती है, पानी का एक प्याला भर के लाती है. पानी का प्याला लाती है. पानी का प्याला ला के कहती हैं, बीबी ये पानी ले लीजिए. मैंने सुना है कि असीरों की दुआ बहुत जल्दी कबूल होती है. जब आप ये पानी पी लें तो मेरे लिए 2 दुआ कर दीजिए. करीम इब्ने करीम की बच्ची है. उसने हाथ रोक लिया. बीबी पहले अपनी दुआएं बताओ. उसने कहा मेरी ख्वाहिश है, मेरा शौहर सफर पे गया हुआ है, दुआ कीजिए कि वो पलट आए. अजब नहीं कि ज़ैनब को वतन याद आया. अजब नहीं ज़ैनब को भाई याद आए. खुद भी दूर है वतन से. अजब नहीं हुसैन याद आए. कहा बीबी तेरी दूसरी दुआ क्या है? कहा बीबी मेरी दूसरी दुआ ये है कि खुदा मुझे सफर मदीना नसीब करे. एक दफा ज़ैनब ने अपने वतन का नाम सुना, अपना सर उठाया. कहा बीबी मदीना जाके क्या करोगी? कहा मदीना में मैं कूचा बनी हाशिम जाना चाहती. कहा कूचा बनी हाशिम में कौन है? कहा वहां मेरे शहजादे हैं, मौला है और मेरी शहजादी रहती है. मैं चाहती हूँ उनकी ज़ियारत करूं. अरे ज़ैनब ने कहा तेरी शहजादी का नाम क्या है? इस औरत ने कहा हाय बीबी मैं अपनी शहजादी का नाम इस भरे मजमे में कैसे ले सकती हूँ? मैं अपनी शहजादी का नाम कैसे ले सकती हूँ? एक दफा ज़ैनब ने कहा उम्मे हबीबा अपना सर उठाओ, तुम्हारी शहजादी तुम्हारे सामने बेतादरो बेकुजावा ऊंटों पर. मातम हुसैन.
हुसैन जाता है मरने को है मेरी ज़ैनब. करीब आ गया अब वक्त आखिरी ज़ैनब. सलाम तुम पे बाबा की लाडली ज़ैनब. ज़ैनब ने कहा कौन है परदेस में मेरा, क्यों जाते हो तुम छोड़ के भैया मुझे तन्हा. ज़ैनब को हर एक मोड़ पे तड़पाएगी दुनिया. याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया. ज़ैनब को हर एक मोड़ पे तड़पाएगी दुनिया. याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया. वादा के होगा मेरी गुर्बत का ये आलम. उस वक्त गरीबी भी करे
अब राह में
देगा कोई सदका,
याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया। ज़ैनब को हर एक मोड़ पे तड़पाएगी दुनिया, याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया।
याद आएगा भैया मुझे अरमान तुम्हारा, तुम देख नहीं पाई हो अकबर का जो सहरा, दावत कोई शादी की,
दावत कोई शादी
मदीने में भी देगा,
याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया। ज़ैनब को हर एक मोड़ पे तड़पाएगी दुनिया, याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया।
इस माह से मंसूब थी भैया मेरी खुशियाँ, थी सबसे बड़ी तू मेरी तीसरी शाबान, शाबान के जब चांद को,
शाबान के जब चांद को
देखेगी ये बहना,
याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया। ज़ैनब को हर एक मोड़ पे तड़पाएगी दुनिया, याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया।
कितना था ख्याल आपको पर्दे का बराबर, ले जाते थे तुम रात को अम्मा की लहद पर, अब देखेगी ज़ैनब के खुले,
देखेगी ज़ैनब के खुले
सर को ये दुनिया,
याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया। ज़ैनब को हर एक मोड़ पे तड़पाएगी दुनिया, याद आओगे भैया,
याद आओगे भैया। दीदार भी हो जाएगा बेटी के बहाने, ऐ शाम को जिंदान में आओगे सुलाने, सोएगी नहीं जब तेरी,
सोएगी नहीं जब तेरी
गोरी से सकीना,
याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया। ज़ैनब को हर एक मोड़ पे तड़पाएगी दुनिया, याद आओगे भैया, याद आओगे भैया।
होता था तकल्लुम जुदा भाई बहन से, जिस तरह के रूह निकलती हो बदन
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن أمير المؤمنين